Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast in Game 3 in the series between Violet and Goody here on Shattered Temple. Goody spawning as the purple Terran player at the 3 o'clock position, meanwhile Violet as the yellow Zerg here at the 9 o'clock position. So this is Terran versus Zerg once more, and Violet has pretty much had Goody's number every game so far. We'll see if Violet will be able to continue this trick or continue with this with his dominance and go for the hat trick 3-0, or whether or not someone mislabeled any of these matchups and this is in fact not game 3. So we'll see what's going to be happening here as Violet pretty much now scouting out with the traditional Overlord. He will know where his opponent is in about 5 to 6 seconds. Meanwhile, Goody will have to actually send out an SCV to confirm his opponent's location, as a drone now moving out and will be able to do a little bit of drone harassment onto this SCV as it's trying to build a barracks, perhaps delaying the orbital command. Overlord still starting to fly down over here. SCV is starting to build this front door location. Drone gonna slip up this ramp, and now it's just start putting a little bit of pressure onto that SCV as it's trying to build. A new SCV already making its way down, trying to protect that SCV down over here, and it looks like the SCV is gonna chase after the drone. The drone pretty much realizing that it has to get away, and now gonna simply slip by into here. We do see gas now being placed down by Goody. And with gas coming in from Goody, Violet knows that he could easily go for a hatchery, and he is going to be doing exactly that, going for a hatchery at the 15 mark, and now getting additional drones as well. So Violet opening up with pretty much a 15 hatchery every time this game, as we now see SCV chasing after this drone. The drone is going to be able to slip away, and now is an add-on trying to be built. It looks like an add-on was trying to be built, but Violet doing a great job just annoying that right there. There's that add-on now, as Violet now is going to be forced to grow up and try to be an extractor, perhaps blocking his opponent's gas for quite a while. Now, the tech lab is built, and we'll see whether we are going to get Marines or Marauders. Not quite sure why Goody is actually rallying here to there. It's actually going to get stuck. Well, we're going to go for Reapers, I see. So he's now going to go into a Reaper play. So Reaper expansion most likely coming in, as Violet now chasing away this SCV. SCV still wandering around. Going to head back home in just a moment. And perhaps that drone will get taken down by that Reaper. A Reaper and an SCV essentially can two-shot a drone, as a Reaper normally deals, I believe, 38 damage with that or 36 damage with that double pistol attack. Now, a Queen is being added by Violet, so this one Reaper is not really going to be able to deal all too much damage. You can see now that SCV going to slip up that ramp once more and try to build a bunker. Interesting, a bunker position right over there, and Zerglings are not going to be able to do very much, but Roaches should be able to clean this up very, very easily. We are now going to get 8 Zerglings. The drone's being forced to pull away. Is it going to be able to get off a drone kill? No, not yet. Reaper taking a little bit of damage, not regenerating hit points. This is not Heart of the Swarm, as the Reaper is still wandering around still. That Reaper should be able to get up onto that high ground, perhaps not jumping down, jumping back up. And is it going to be able to get inside there? Yes, it is going to be able to get inside there, getting in some damage. That SCV now attempting to run away, but the Reaper is focusing onto the Queen when it should be focusing onto the Zerglings. The Zerglings now finally getting taken down. That Reaper perhaps going to get off a little bit more kills, finally jumping away, unable to get any more sight up onto the high ground, and now that Reaper is pretty much in trouble. You can see that the command center has been built. We are going into a factory, but I do not imagine that Goody will be all too successful with this build. He invested a lot into that bunker harassment, and that harassment didn't really harass anything at all. The Reaper could return back home, get some damage back onto that extractor, as a Marines are now going to go hunting for Overlords. One Overlord already on the move. Any more Marines making their way over, it's going to be very, very close, as it is now down to 18-12 hit points, and it looks like, yes, there is enough room. Goody supply blocking Violet at 38 over 36, but Zerglings now attempting to put pressure onto the tech lab. The tech lab at 400 hit points, same thing with the supply depot, and the Zerglings are backing off again. The Reaper in the center of the map was most likely taken out by those Zerglings. as we now see a starport being placed down by Goody. Goody is still very far behind. He is running off of one base. He does have 2 mules in play, and he needs to really get a strong economy. He hasn't done all too much in terms of damage, as we are now getting up to 33 over 27 drones, or 33 drones versus 27 SCVs. Violet looking to just still add more to his army. He may be moving out with roaches in just a moment. It looks like, however, Goody gonna try to respond with blue flame hellions, and that is not gonna be a good counter to the what we currently see on the board and what we see on the field. Roaches are gonna be able to take down all of those hellions rather easily. It looks like the Zerglings are gonna take down the hellions that were currently in play, as 9 roaches are gonna perhaps get in a lot of pressure here. Orbital command now finally landing at the 3 o'clock position, but Goody, with what, 15 food behind, may not be able to defend against this attack. 14 Zerglings now being added, so it is going to be a roach with Baneling bunker bust over here on the front door. 3 Zerglings hanging around by the Zelnaga tower. Hellions now finally on the move. The Hellions do have that blue flame tech, and it looks like it's going to try to go for a cover drop. Blue flame Hellions finishing off all of those Zerglings there. Minimal damage. There is 1 Overlord off over here. Are any more Hellions making their way out? No. Siege tanks being added, so Goody should be able to fend off this attack, as the roaches are now scampering across the field. 2 Hellions, 3 Marines, and now this Overlord is going to get shot out of the sky. Queen now going to try to join in on this fight. The Zerglings getting toasted very quickly, as the Overlord and now the Medevac able to pick up a lot of those units. We do see 9 roaches now pushing their way in, going to just simply surround this bunker, and the bunker has taken a lot of damage already. Down it goes, as we now see the siege tank being forced to pull back. Marines going to get taken out by Zerglings, as the roaches attempting to destroy the supply depot will be able to do so, and now perhaps take down this siege tank. And there's Goody. Goody does lose 3 straight games to Violet here, with the 3rd game taking place here on Shattered Temple. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 3-game series, best of 5 series between Violet and Goody.